For weeks, it has been reported that Bravo is considering a major shakeup for the Real Housewives of New York City. There have even been rumors that RHONY might shut down for a while, giving production time to work things out. In an interview, Cohen is clarifying what's true and what's just a rumor. He's also talking about the other shows, too. Cohen spoke to Entertainment Tonight to clear the air, as much as he can without, saying too much. For one thing, he called the rumors of chaos behind the scenes in New York totally untrue. Those rumors have seemed to circulate among people who think that RHONY Williams discussing her lived experiences is a personal attack. Is there a shakeup coming? Andy said, I would say, well, listen. I think we shot this season during COVID, he noted, referring to the still ongoing pandemic. And the world must shut down as we shot a show that is a huge part of the Real Housewives of New York City is reliant on New York City as the character in the show, he noted, and New York City was shut down during production, and he acknowledged. So, we had to spend extended time at Ramona Singer's house and in Salem, he explained, and just doing things, and he reasoned that maybe otherwise life would have been different. So I think that the show will continue to evolve, Andy expressed vaguely. And I think that if anything, we should add to the group, he suggested. Andy explained that this would be a good idea because I think people wanted to see more people. But I don't know that in producing the show this season that we would have done much differently, Andy added. He noted we were facing a lot of different obstacles when we went into production. Though he did not go into it, many have suggested that any shakeup that removed RHONY after one season would be catering to white fragility, and nothing more. Andy also explained that the time was right to return Heather Dubrow to the Real Housewives of Orange County. I think it was the right time, he expressed. Not only because I think the fans were asking for it, Andy clarified, but it is always fun to bring back an old friend and see an old friend. But also, Andy continued, I think it was a great time to get back to some of the aspirational luxury that the Orange County franchise launched with. Andy explained that it's that kind of aspiration that was part of the show's concept and that Heather certainly represents. So what about the rumors that Heather and Gina aren't going to get along at all? I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised, Andy predicted of how fans will view Gina and Heather's interactions. Season 16 of the landmark series will have more casting news eventually and is expected to launch later this year or early next year. Andy did not rush to confirm rumors that Tamra Judge will return already. I think Tamra, as Ivy said many times, was one of the greats, Andy expressed, and I hope at some point, either now or in the future, we'll do more with her, he added. I don't know when, Andy clarified, but I think that would be great.